Who believes in the Second Amendment?
Absolutely.
Right to bear arms, right to protect yourself.
Right to protect.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Okay. The two of you almost made me promise that you could say something. You said that Joe Biden is.
Yes, that comment that he had made about, he wants his wife to go out with a double-barrel shotgun and that it'll scare somebody off. With all due respect, what's to happen when she's done with those 2 shots and they keep coming? Because do you really think that those warning shots are going to fend somebody off?
Should somebody have only 6 shots? I mean, what would you do? What would you do with a magazine with 13?
It's a slippery slope. Why would you mandate how many shots I can have?
Well, how many shots would you need? You're stopping your rapist. How many shots really would you need?
Well, that depends, again, because the rapist could be jacked up on something, and putting 4 or 5 rounds in him. He's going to still come at you.
You know my favorite answer to that question? As many as it takes.
That's right.
As many as it takes.
As many as it takes.
That's what I would say to my, if my daughter said to me, Dad, well, how many would it? And as many as it takes. I mean, I'm not going to question. I love the police chief, I think it was in Florida, they said, why would you use 62 rounds? And he said, because there weren't 63. We ran out of 62. I mean, you use what you need to use. Real quick, we have just a couple of minutes left. Anybody want to, you want to go around, anybody want to make a direct statement to anybody who happens to be watching on what they're seeing on television, what they're hearing about gun control, what they're hearing about protection of women?
One thing that wasn't mentioned in my story is that I was less than 100 feet away from the door of the police station for the university campus. Their offices had closed for the evening. It was late at night. No one was there. So it's nice that I was in a safe zone, but my attacker didn't care that I was in a safe zone, and I was left defenseless. I was denied the one equalizing factor that I had when I was met up against a man who is much larger than me, and you touched on that. I mean, women are just physically unmatched. And a firearm is the one equalizing factor. And there's a lot of hypotheticals being thrown out there of, well, what if this happens and what if that happens? Well, I'm talking about reality. This is what I lived. This is my life. And this is what I live with every day to move forward. And again, it was a one-on-one assault, which is a lot more common than a mass shooting. We don't hear about them. The majority of rapes go unreported. And so my biggest question that I have yet to get an answer from is, how does rendering me defenseless protect you against a violent crime?
Anybody else? Anything we missed here?
We could go on for hours, I'm sure, between all 5 of us. Every single one is just going to be different. And you can't sit there and make regulations and mandate something that's going to change the minute that the next rape occurs. And I mean, it's
a gun may not have helped me when I was raped because it was a random rape. I was out jogging. I felt something over my shoulder. I looked behind me and I said, "Oh, dear God." And he swooped down on me within a matter of seconds. He was trying to catch up with me. He had run out of the woods and was trying to catch up with me. Now, could I have pulled a gun that quickly? Could I have killed my perpetrator? Probably not. But that's not to say I shouldn't own a gun. That's not to say I shouldn't have some type of protection in my life.
How many of you own guns now?
I own 2.
Okay. I own enough for the rest of you. Is gun control about guns or control?
Control.
control. The same as rape.
There are already 50 measures on the books about gun control in this nation. Are more measures the answer? Or taking the guns? I said to the girls before we started the show, why are they taking all the guns from us? Why are they taking the guns away from us? Why do they want to take the guns away from us? Why is ammunition hard to get now?
Why?
Why? That's what I'm saying. And who's buying it up? Now, allegedly, there's all kinds of reports the government's bought $1.6 billion worth of ammunition. Why do they need that much ammunition? What are they going to do with the ammunition? What are they doing with the guns? 6 million Jews died in the Holocaust by disarming people. 6 million Jews died. We're being lulled down a path. We've gone to sleep. And we need to wake up. We've got a sick society. And the society got sick collectively because, like you said earlier, we went dead inside.
Well, ladies, thank you for helping wake people up. Back in a minute.